Have there been any adverse reactions to the COVID-19 vaccines in St. Kitts and Nevis? That question was put to the COVID-19 task force during their most recent edition of their weekly press conference.
There is an adverse reporting form that we have, and anyone who got vaccinated, they can report any side effects, etc., that they may have experienced. And I can tell you that the Office of the Chief Medical Officer, we have not received any information regarding any significant side effects from the vaccines. It's important for us to know, though, that we have said before, blood clots are common, and so persons were getting blood clots even before the vaccines were available. And just because you got the vaccine, but if you have a predisposition to developing a blood clot, whether you are obese, sedentary, you traveled for 6 hours on a plane, you are taking oral contraceptive pills, you might be pregnant, etc., that would not mean that you would not still go on to develop a blood clot. Okay, but we don't have any information about any major side effects.
SK Newsline received reports of persons who were adversely affected after taking the COVID-19 vaccine. One person who spoke to us reported blood clots and had to be placed on medications. If persons have experienced adverse side effects to the vaccine, this should be reported to the public by the relevant authorities, says former Chief Medical Officer Dr. Patrick Martin.
An adverse reaction is one that did not occur during the trials. So if there's a person or persons in St. Kitts and Nevis who had vaccine-linked blood clots, the authorities are duty-bound to report it publicly, regionally, and internationally. That is part of our obligation as a member of the United Nations.
According to information from the Ad Council COVID Collaborative in the US, it is extremely unlikely persons will suffer serious side effects that could cause a long-term health problem after getting the COVID-19 vaccine. Long-term side effects following any vaccination are extremely rare. In the past, vaccine monitoring has shown that if side effects are going to happen, they tend to happen within 6 weeks of receiving a vaccine dose. For this reason, the FDA required each of the authorized COVID-19 vaccines to be studied for at least 8 weeks after the final dose. Millions of people have received COVID-19 vaccines and no long-term side effects have been found. However, the CDC continues to closely monitor COVID-19 vaccines for any safety issues, including problems with manufacturing, a special lot, or the vaccine itself. The info said that if the public health experts find any potential safety concerns, the FDA and vaccine manufacturer will work toward a solution. Andre Huey, SKN Newsline.